Okay, guys, welcome back. I'm so excited to get back to this today. This is part 2 of the vinyl record project I was working on, my last video. If you haven't watched that yet, go back and watch that before you watch this one, because this is the second part to this really cool, random, on a whim project that I'm doing right now. So here we go. But before we get into everything today, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you always know when I have something new I'm doing, and be sure to also hit that notification bell so you always know if I decide to randomly go live, which I never do, but just in case. So as promised, today we're going to be working on the part 2 of this really cool project. So you saw me make an old project that was a vinyl record made from old sweatshirt collars, and make that into a record that actually operates manually. But now the second part is making actual record label from bands or inspired by bands that I am absolutely in love with. So we'll be working on the first one today. Okay, so this is the band we're going to be working on first. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. They're called Infinity Song, and they're one of the coolest bands I've heard in a long time. Their sound is dope, just their vibes, their siblings. I dig it. So I got this sketch portion done, and so what I'm going to be doing today is basically doing all of their clothing. And as you know, if you've been following me, I do fabric scrap artwork. I basically use scraps from textiles, jewelry, material, building materials. I don't care what it is. Anything recyclable, trash, whatever. I use all that stuff to make my artwork. That's my medium. So let me show you the fabrics I've chosen. So this is how I kind of lay out and build up and work to how I create all of my artwork. I say, okay, make sure everything makes sense, everything's balanced, the people in the picture look like they go together, everything makes sense. And this is regardless of the original. This is just for my own, because mine is not going to be the exact fabrics that they used in the original picture. So yeah, we're gonna get started, and I hope you enjoy. All right, here we go. I also just want to point out something so funny. So right before I started to film this video today, and I was gonna do this, and I've been working on this record since last week, and I already had my bands lined up on musicians. Infinity Song just announced today that they are coming out with their own vinyl record for Urban Outfitters. So I was like, so that's pretty cool. I was like, okay, well, I got my little recycled vinyl record, so we'll see. But anyway, so we'll see how it turns out. I know that's gonna be pretty dope, and I hope to get my hands on one. But for now, until I do, this will be perfect. Okay, so this lovely piece took me a couple days to finish, so we finally got it done, and I'm so excited to show you. So here we go. So a couple things you might notice, I switched where the arm was, because I was like, wait a minute, is that where the arm normally goes? Because no one really pays attention to it because it's just always there in its place. But I was like, wait, let me look it up real quick. And I found that the arm actually is normally in the location that it's in now. So I switched it up, sealed it up nice and neat, and so now it's all good. And yeah, so here's the finished product. It looks so awesome, guys. Like, it's so cool. Oh my gosh. It ended up, I mean, it's funny because I can picture it to a point, to a degree, but then it's like when I finally finish it, it's like, wow, there it is, it's done. I can't believe it. I think I'm so impressed with my perseverance, if I'm being honest. I finished it and I was so determined to get it the way I wanted it to look. So I'm really happy I did that. I'm also really happy that I made a decision to go with fabric instead of paint here. In the original photo, they're outside and this is all like the background, it's like sky and everything. And I was gonna try to do paint just to give it some dimension, but I was like, I don't need to. There's not a lot of variation behind them, and so I didn't think it was really necessary. I was like, if we just find some fabric that's close enough, I think we'll be okay. It spins so well, and it ended up so dope, and just really fun, honestly. Just how it ended up being like this cool kind of a pop-up three-dimensional record. It's so cool. And it's made of 100,000% recycled materials. Nothing here was bought. Everything here was found. Everything was made from pieces of leftover something. And that's what is so much fun about this. That's what, to me, is the challenge. Doing what I can with what I've got. I don't do anything to get more materials unless it's somebody's a commission for somebody or something like that where there is no fabric I have that is close to what they need, then I'll go out and find recycled scrap somewhere and buy that. But most of the time, almost 99.9% of the time, I'm able to do it. And so I did it. Even the little pegs are made from scrap paper that I didn't end up using for another project. So I'm so happy, guys. Look at that. So there's more to come. I'm so excited. I have artist songs lined up. I have lyrics from certain songs that are lined up that I want to try to put into an illustration. So more is coming, you guys. I'm so stoked, so happy that how this turned out, and I'm just gonna enjoy it, y'all. I love it. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me on this little project. More to come. Sorry it took so long to post. I had a lot going on. 4th of July, my kids weren't doing well, they got sick, just a lot going on, but hey, that's life, that's what happens. So otherwise, thank you for your time, your patience, and thank you so much for joining me today. Y'all have a very good one. Bye.